Let's get going, bro.
Recording in progress. Let's
Yes,
go.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. FSC Sport. We back at it again. All right, man. And we want to get this thing spicy, ready to go because last night was such a monumentum night for the NBA in general. I think this might have been like the pinnacle of the season, really, because we still don't know who's going to win the championship. But guess what? LeBron James has surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Wow. Give me your response. Give me your reflection on that, dog.
First off, you're going to introduce me correctly, okay?
Okay.
I'm in here to give y'all all this work today. I'm not here to play with y'all. It's been like about 2 years since we got on the podcast.
About a year.
Last time I ain't play with y'all, I'm going to step in right where I finished off at and cook the rest of y'all. Cook the rest of my food. So let's go. What do I think about LeBron James passing Kareem?
And be respectful, bro. I mean, we're gonna start out on why we should cherish this time, and then we're gonna get into the spicy. You know what I mean? But be respectful.
I'm always respectful. I don't know what you're talking about.
Go ahead, sir.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna handle business. I'm here to handle business.
Yeah. What's your reflection on last night's
Well, it's always a blessing to witness a milestone in history. You know, regardless of how you feel about LeBron James, he is.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Can you turn down your background TV? I think that's you, dog.
That's me.
It ain't me.
Okay.
It ain't me.
Okay.
I'm tired of this.
Yeah,
I'm tired of disrespect.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I needed to hear you clearly. Go ahead, sir.
Before I was rudely interrupted, it's always great to witness history. LeBron James become the #1 scorer in NBA history. To witness that, you know, I'm happy I did. But you know what else I witnessed last night?
Yes, sir.
I witnessed LeBron James and them Lakers sucking. And that's something I've been witnessing for the past 3 of the last 4 years. The Lakers sucking.
2 out of the last 3 years, right?
No.
3 years ago, they just won a championship, though. So
and the year before that, what they do?
All right. I mean, fair
okay, point. So like I said before, again, I was rudely interrupted on some nonsense, right? 3 out of the last 4 years, they've been garbage. Okay? And that's something I would like to see LeBron James be a leader in winning. They need to be at the top of the standings. You can't be the bottom 4 team in the West. That's terrible.
Okay. But so let me say this. I mean, we talking about a dude in year 20, right? And I know you're not. I already know what you're gonna say. You know, the years don't matter. It's about the outcome. But he is in year 20. He just passed Kareem. And guess what, man? He's still averaging
I keep hearing this. Oh, he in the year 20. Is he or is he not averaging 30 points per game?
That's correct.
So what does that mean? Oh, he's in year 20. So you're trying to, make an excuse for him that he shouldn't be winning. He's just here averaging.
He's never seen
to average 30.
This is unfounded territory. We've never seen somebody this good this late in their career, especially year 20. I mean, this is crazy. This is insane, and we don't how to deconflate those two things. Like somebody in year 20. Hold on. Let me finish.
Just please talk for yourself. Please talk for yourself. Don't say we.
Somebody in year 20. Somebody in year 20, and at the same time, averaging 30 points, which is I think he's like top 5 in scoring or whatever it is. I mean, we don't know how to really
stop saying we. I'm not French. Speak for yourself. Say I. Say me.
But you've never seen either. Regardless, it's never been done before. You know what I mean?
It's expected. It's expected. Half the league is averaging 20 points per game. Every team got somebody averaging 20 points per game. Never been done. So why would I be so flabbergasted by someone averaging 33 points per game or 30 points per game? Those days are long gone. This league is all about offense. If you're not averaging 30 points per game, I'm looking at you like something might be wrong with you.
Well, it's only 6 or 7 players in the league right now averaging 30 points. So it's not like a whole bunch of people.
6 or 7 with another 4 or 5 knocking at the 30-point door. And then there's like another 40 averaging over 20 points per game.
Okay. All right. So we either here. Okay. So is that how you want to come across in response to what you saw last night? Because we want to get MK.
I didn't want to, but this is what y'all made
you
me do
said
today.
this. I gave
wanted
you
to give
the
Mays
platform.
props today. I wasn't gonna say nothing negative about LeBron James today. But
I
y'all keep bringing this up. He is an amazing player. I am thankful for him entertaining me and everyone else that enjoys basketball for the last 20 years. I am thankful for LeBron James because he's been killing them all.
Okay. All right. So MK, I'm gonna shove it over to you. Let me set it up a little bit. So this young man has been heavily recruited since he was a sophomore. He entered the league in 2003. It is now 2023. He's last night just surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the captain. And we saw the captain pass the ball right to him. And I want to hear your reflection on what you saw last night, how you feel about the whole thing. Can we keep it respectful? Because I can already see it in your face, bro.
No. What I was going to say was it was a little bit of mixed feelings, right? I thought the celebration maybe should have came after, right? Because the game was still
in the balance, right?
Reach, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like it wasn't fair to OKC because they were hot, and now you kind of slow down their momentum, and kind of goes the same way for the Lakers guys too, right? Because obviously they was like force feeding him the ball. They were trying to get him the record, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Get it out the way so they can get the season going. Finish up the season.
Right, but at the same time, it just you celebrate in a loss too. So I think Jason Williams said it today. Like that's not the kind of environment or kind of things that you want to promote. You celebrate in a loss. It doesn't look good.
Well,
it's not good. I mean, I think the in-game pause of it was just. I kind of cringed a little bit, but whatever. But as far as his accomplishment, I don't have a problem with his accomplishment. I just have a problem with guys like doing the whole comparison with him and MJ. But as far as the feat is phenomenal. The feat is great.
So here's the thing. We're going to get to the MJ thing. We're just at the beginning of the podcast. We're going to get to the MJ thing. But I just want to understand. So it took LeBron James 20 years to pass this, right? So I want the panel to let me know. Will we ever see? So let me back up. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, it took him. The record actually was up there for 34 years since 1984, right? And now it's 2003, and it just got beat. How long will it take for someone to overachieve and overcome this that LeBron is putting up out there?
I don't know, to be honest with you, because you don't even know where he's going to move this record to. I think they was talking about him playing like maybe 3 to 5 more seasons. If he plays 5 more seasons, realistically, that thing could go up to about 45,000. If it gets there,
40, I don't know about 45,000. I mean,
why not?
Okay.
Listen, if we're talking about a regular dude in today's NBA, right? They play 60 games. I give everybody 60 games, barring any injuries. LeBron historically has played like 70 games. 1,500 points. Ain't that many points to score in the NBA in a 70 point. This is averaging 20. He's averaging 30 now. So let's say he goes down 2 to 3 more points. He's still at 25, 27. And he goes down 2 to 3 more points after that. He's still at 22, 24. And he goes down 3 more points after that. He's still at 21, 20. And 3 years of 1,500 points, that's 4,500 points right there. It's realistic.
Right.
So he's gonna end the season. He's gonna end this season right here, probably with 3,900. So you add another 4,500 on. That's only 3 seasons. Say if he plays the 5, like everybody's saying, the 45 is not that unrealistic, bro.
Okay. So our newest person on the panel, Diamond Danny, on the line right now. And again, Danny, I want to set this up for you, right? Because I wish you were here from the beginning, because these guys did not come out the way I thought they were going to come out. They came out the way how we normally think through the chat. A lot of hating, but I'm gonna let you run it right now, Danny. So let me set it up. 2003, this man came out. First game averaged 27 points. I think it was 25 points. Last night, we just witnessed something, honestly, that I didn't think was even possible. He played 20 years to do it, but he finally surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem was there, and he handed the ball right to LeBron James. Give me a reaction from last night.
Yeah, what's going on, fellas? No, actually, last night was anticlimactic, if that's what you want to call it. I fell asleep, like I was saying. Like, I was going to look forward to the game, like if they was in a better situation record-wise and everything else. But I didn't feel the need to, like, really stay up that late for it. Not because, you know, I respect, you guys don't know, I respect, you know, LeBron and everything else. But like I mentioned to the chat, there was a lot of other stuff going on, but it's not competing with basketball. But as far as LeBron, though, I feel like if he was like, so statistically, he's an all-time great scorer, but I don't feel like that's his game. And when I say that, I'm not saying he's not a great scorer. He's a great scorer, but I feel like his game is a more complete game. So to be perfectly honest, if he was getting like the assist record, I think he would have been more hyped up for it. Even though I don't think that's where he stood out. I think he appreciates that more. But at the end of the day, you breaking Kareem's record, and nobody ever thought, you know, that would have been done. But I think longevity obviously has a lot to do with it. But I think most importantly, I don't know what you guys were discussing, but it's like, who's ever going to break this? I'm not saying it's never going to be done, but it's not going to be done anytime soon. No, I think it's going to happen, but I don't think so, man. It might not be in our lifetime, but it's not going to be anytime soon.
Right.
But to me, that's more impressive because I've never really, like you say, he probably led the league in scoring what, once?
Once.
Yeah. And I don't know, people hate when I say this or when other people say this, but do you think he could have led the league in scoring more if he really wanted to?
Well, there's a lot. See, that's the thing about the mystique about LeBron James. Back in, I would say from about 03 to about 08, 09 maybe, there was this saying that LeBron James was a walking triple-double, yet he never actually did a single triple-double.
All right, so and this is why I respect that record more than anything else, right? On paper, Russell Westbrook used to be or is a walking triple-double if he gets a chance.
He definitely did it.
But, yeah, so that's like me saying, like, when people say, like, the stats don't always tell you everything.
Okay.
So that's what I want to say. Like, I think he could average a triple-double in a season if he wanted to.
Nah, I don't think so.
If Harden,
stop the cap. Who don't want to average a triple-double? I don't want to do it. You know, who don't want to do it?
So why didn't you say that when I said it?
So why didn't you tell me to stop the cap? If he really wanted to, why don't he do it then?
Why didn't you tell me to stop the cap when I mentioned it about scoring?
Because I was holding my breath.
You was holding your breath. No.
I was trying not to interrupt you. I was trying. But
I got something. Dog, I know you want to get to Danny's thing, but I do have to mention this. I don't know if any of you guys have Twitter accounts and been following Twitter, but what's going on in the chatter? And I want Dog to answer this, right? Apparently, Michael Jordan was not in the stands when LeBron James passed. Hold on. When LeBron James passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And Twitter, all the LeBron followers are saying that, you know, MJ's hating and that's the reason why he wasn't in attendance. Do you want to address that, Dog?
Karl Malone there? Was anybody else there that he's passed over the last couple of years?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
still a
I don't agree
monument.
with that.
It's still a monumental feat. I mean,
I think Kareem actually works in the building, but
Jordan
I don't
has a
think
team
if
to
this
run.
game was in, let's say, OKC, I don't think Kareem would have been there.
Okay.
Nah, Kareem would have probably been there because he's a late,
Yeah, he's the person that they're
If you don't know, Kareem does not like LeBron James.
And it works both ways though, right?
It's a two-way street.
This
He
is
was
my
only there not to get
argument with
fined.
Charles. He always, you always
move the bar,
accentuate the other side.
Yeah.
But like if you want to be a fair debater, you gotta like halfway try to represent the other side. But you don't. It's always,
I think you don't understand the concept of debate. You don't represent both sides in a debate. You represent one side, sir.
You don't have to represent both sides, but you have to like make it seem like your argument is legit because you want to think like, oh, they're thinking this, but I'm thinking that. But never.
My argument is always legit. That's why I'm wiping the floor with you bums. Let's go.
All right. So let's talk about it then. Let's get
an argument. You should have said trolling, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but let's get a little bit deeper into it. So MK, this big hoopla about LeBron James actually passing Kareem and maybe even being the GOAT because, I guess besides the point that he never had like a stable coach, he never had a stable team. He kind of put teams together. Give me your thoughts on just those kind of facts.
All right. So the GOAT because he passed Kareem is kind of ludicrous to me, right? Because here's the thing, right? Michael Jordan is fifth. And prior to LeBron James being drafted in 2003, it was kind of unanimous that he was the GOAT. And Kareem.
That's what he said.
Right. Well, right. Most people looked at him as the GOAT prior to 2003, right?
Okay.
So, and you had Karl Malone that had more points to him. Eventually, Kobe Bryant had more points to him. You never hear nobody say, "Oh, Karl Malone's the GOAT. He's number 3 scorer." At the time, he was number 2. You never heard those things. So, like, to me, like, the argument because he's the GOAT now because he passed Kareem makes no sense. The guy was never the scoring leader before. So now that somebody else takes the scoring lead, why are they the GOAT? Because you
guys are not giving any flowers. Go ahead, Danny.
No. So let me.
You asked me a question. So
I got you.
Kelsey, I agree with everything you just said. Except don't bring up Karl Malone because he was never in the GOAT conversation because he never won a chip.
He wasn't, but
because he never won a chip, not because of the scoring. If he won like 1 or 2 chips, he'll be in the conversation.
It's the entire package. So it's the scoring.
I mean, Kelsey, I agree with you, but if he won at least a chip or 2, he'll be in the conversation. And style points.
I could give you that. That, but I mean,
I'm saying we agree on most of it.
He would have 2 or 3 chips.
So let me set the stage with all this. I'm a LeBron defender, right? Compared to y'all, for the most part. Well, but I never, ever said he's the GOAT. Never. My only argument is that he doesn't get his just due, and he's definitely number 2.
Yeah,
because when you talk about number 3, and Charles has
don't even look at his face. Don't look at his face.
Yeah. So my argument is when you have him less than 2 or whatever, there's never 1 or 2 people you're going to say is like, oh, they're right there. It's always like you bringing out people nobody even talks about in the top 5. So the Kareem thing, I don't even think like this matters. And that's why I didn't stay up because to me, this doesn't matter in terms of the number 2 conversation because Mike is the GOAT from my perspective. That's not even an argument. So the Kareem thing is not, to me, it didn't matter that much because with LeBron, he could retire 2-3 years ago. I would have still felt he was number 2 all time. So then that's why I kind of disagree with you that, Kelsey. Not because he's passing him. I'm not giving him anything over Mike. Mike is cemented. There's nothing LeBron can do now except for winning like 2-3 chips in a row, which we know that's not going to happen.
Okay, and this is where it gets spicy.
I wouldn't say that, though. I wouldn't say that because all this dude does is analyze people's rosters and say, how can I boost my
resume,
my legacy? Okay, so now I see an opportunity that maybe I could go to Golden State. So what about if he go to Golden State and win 2 or 3? Now he got 6.
That's
Then
not
what?
going to
That's
happen.
not great to me. That's not great to me, to be honest with you. That's
So,
not great.
but what about the 20 years of scoring, 27 plus points and 4th all-time in assists? What's that?
You're a good player.
I mean,
You're a good player.
a little bit
Okay,
better than a good
he's
player.
top 10.
I'm never going
He's
to
top
take
10
that
for a
away
reason.
from him.
That's what's expected from a top
I mean,
10 player
obviously, you're
of all
talking
time.
top. When you start saying top 10, dog, it throws everything off because
Why?
you get disingenuous. I mean, everyone has them somewhere in that top 3 to 5, if you want to even stretch
Charles
it.
Barkley don't. You said everybody.
Okay, I get it. I get it. But anyway, dog, I want to ask you this because I know this question actually pertains right to you. He won't be able to catch Mike, right, with the 6 championships. But is there anything LeBron James can do to usurp Michael Jordan in your opinion?
I think Kelsey already hit the head. It is possible for him to get 6 because we all know at the end of his contract, he may go anywhere to go get a chip. That may happen. Who knows? Now, other than that happening, how do I look at LeBron James' career? I look at him pretty much the way everyone should look at him. He's a hired gun. He was hired to win championships on really good teams. Other than that, he's not staying around building a team. They're not staying around building a team around him and then he's winning the chip. No, hired gun.
Was he the best player on every one of those teams? Did he win finals MVPs on every one of those teams?
Yeah, he
Do I have to get in a discussion about
No,
the
those are
one in the
factual
Los
questions.
Angeles?
Those are yes or no questions.
Yeah,
No, he
you
wasn't
gotta
the
agree
best
or
player
disagree,
on the
dog.
Los Angeles championship.
Say that again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
No, he was not the best player on the Los Angeles championship.
So
Anthony Davis was.
Okay.
Anthony Davis was the one that got them there.
That's not factual, but go ahead, sir. Finish up.
I said what I had to say. LeBron James could get more championships if at the end of his contract, I'm not sure when it is, maybe next year. He could get more after that and then go wherever he wants. Maybe, like you said, go to Golden State, go to Portland. I doubt he go to Portland, but I think either he'll play for the Lakers. Who knows? He might go to the Clippers. He might go to Miami. He might go to New York or Brooklyn and win a chip. It's all possible.
Right now, his motivation, from what I understand, is just to play with his son. So wherever his son is drafted, that's from what I hear, that's where he's going to be. But I want to touch on what Danny just said. So now you're saying that LeBron James wasn't the best player in 2020 when they won the championship. Danny, I want you to speak on that because give the right perspective on what you saw from LeBron James.
No. So I'm not going to speak too much on that because I think certain people here have their minds made up, and it's nothing I can do to change that. Those are facts. Those are facts. So I'm not going to really entertain that, right? So, but what I will say, I think I kind of misspoke earlier because I was saying like, oh, maybe he went 2 or 3 more championships. Like I said, I'm realistic when it comes to the LeBron thing. Mike is the GOAT. Just like I said, I don't believe LeBron's record is going to be broken anytime soon. I think it's possible that the scoring record could be broken, but I don't think, given the players we have now that have a chance to break it, I don't think they're going to play enough games to do it, right? But I can't speak about the future. But what I will say is that I feel like Mike's legacy was so great and potent that even if LeBron manages to get 2 or 3 more championships, unless he's playing at the level he's playing now at that age, I still think there's going to be a sort of a, because we grew up in an era where we worship Mike, right? And I think it's all era based. I don't think it'd be interesting to have this podcast for kids that are like 10, 15 years younger than us that really didn't get a chance to see Mike on a regular basis like we saw him doing the championships run. Like we talk about this a lot on the chat. I have a problem with older cats talking about the generational this and that. You know what I mean? Cats that play with Will Chamberlain could swear like it would have never gotten any better. But with the Mike thing, I think it's almost like Muhammad Ali. That's consistent greatness that the fact that we even talk about LeBron next to Mike, I think it's great for LeBron. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That cements him, in my opinion, as a two, which is nothing disrespectful about that. You know what I mean? The disrespectful part is when people try to water down his accomplishments. You know what? If you have him 5, I'm like, okay, that's fine. But anything outside of the top 5 is where, I have problems with. Go ahead, Charles.
Dog jumping.
All right, so I'm just gonna go back to 2019-20 season, right? You said was he the best player or not? So Anthony Davis averaging 26.1 points, LeBron James 25.3 points. Anthony Davis
in the final, sir. In the final, sir.
Now we talk about the finals, bro. Let me get something straight. When you said a 2019-2020 season, it meant the whole damn season, not the 1 week of the damn finals.
How many games the AD
Not the one
year?
damn week of the finals. I told you about that. I told you I'll come in here and I was gonna cook you. I'm glad I got a little bit of this dirty birdie here.
Hey man, the only thing cooking right now is your hairline. I ain't see you in a minute.
I'm gonna cook the mess out of y'all and eat y'all up. Let's go.
So let's
go.
Okay.
Rebounded. Anthony Davis led the team in every statistical category except for assists. You gonna tell me how he not the best player on the team?
Game?
Excuse me?
Minutes per game. Games played.
34.6 to 34.4.
How many games did he play that season?
67. LeBron 62. Anthony Davis.
Okay. Listen, like I said, in terms of
every statistical category.
In terms of stature,
MVP, right?
In terms of stature,
he gave it to LeBron.
Yeah, he gave
probably
it to
why he didn't stand up during when he was making that last basket. He was like, "Go ahead, make your damn shot." How many points he have after he made that shot? Huh? Because he had 36 through 3, right? Guess how much he had in the 4th?
Well, because of that, I'm gonna take him outside of my
2.
I'm gonna take him outside of my top 5.
How much they lose by? 3.
Yeah. You cooking?
That's y'all go. That's y'all go. Okay, see, that's who y'all having
problems with. It's a debate. No one calling him the GOAT. It's a debate.
Who said he was the GOAT?
Yeah, come on, cut it out.
I said that's your number 2.
Yeah,
that's your number 2.
That's not what you said. Yeah, that's
your number 2.
Yeah.
And let me give my criteria. Let me give my criteria for why.
Cooked by a bunch of guys that are 1 week out of not being in the league.
Okay.
In 4 months, half them guys ain't gonna be in the league, and it was cooking it up.
Let me give my criteria why LeBron James is number 2. Right? We don't have anyone who has 4 rings and 4 Finals MVP. He's clearly the best at his position of all time. Right? He's the best small forward of all time, and obviously the stats are just gaudy. You know what I mean? This is not just lightweight stats. These are beyond stats. No one's even close. So, I mean, again, the way how I want to distinguish LeBron James and Michael Jordan, if Michael Jordan is 1A, LeBron James is like 2F, right? Like he is number 2, but he's not that close. But the person below him isn't that close to LeBron either. I mean, that's no, he's not, man. No, it's not. Like, who do you have as your number 3? Kareem?
Number 2 is Kareem.
Okay.
Number 2 is Kareem.
There's no
when
chance.
You have someone that dominated the game of basketball from high school to college to the NBA, they're number 2. Everywhere they went, they won chips. They're number 2.
Did he win a chip in Milwaukee?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Listen, he's up there. He's in that conversation.
Up there.
He's in that conversation.
Up there. What did LeBron have to do in order to win a chip in Cleveland? Huh? He had to come and ride the coattails of some young little boy and Kevin Love.
We're having a different discussion if LeBron James does not get. Hold on, Danny. We're having a different discussion if LeBron James does not get that Finals MVP. But that's what really cements everything.
And in regards to that, like I hope yelling doesn't make you feel like you're accomplishing something. But
well, it definitely ain't gonna be that singlet you got on.
It's a white beater. So anyway, ride the coattails. Ride the coattails of Kevin Love. So what's Kevin Love done?
Like this.
What's Kevin Love done before or after? What's Kyrie done? Before or after. So So I guess Kyrie was tearing things up right before LeBron went back.
Yeah, both their careers have been up and down because, well, number one, the mercenary left them there, right? He left Kevin Love there, right? With a bad team, with spaces in the team.
So who left first?
Kyrie left first.
Okay.
Because Kyrie wasn't about to be.
This is my thing about you. You tell one side of the story. So Kyrie left and did what? And proved that, he was that good, right?
Oh, we all really agree Kyrie is that good.
Kyrie destroyed that.
Injuries and bad moments have derailed his career.
So
other than that, it ain't the skill. He ain't losing because of the skill.
But when he went to Boston, they had an okay record, and he leaves or he gets injured, and they get better.
That didn't happen.
That never happened.
That didn't happen.
Okay.
Wow.
Carry on, sir.
Know about that.
See,
wow.
That didn't happen.
See, Kelsey, we disagree on a lot of things, but I don't think we bend the rules to stick to. You know what I mean? Like, we disagree, but we respectfully disagree. We don't deny truth.
Yo, see, that definitely happened, dog.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like,
he got injured in Boston, and you said they got better. That's
when
what you're
he left.
When he left, better.
I didn't say when he got injured. You said they got better.
It's not even when he left, Kelsey. He was hurt for that playoff run, and they balled out. The record when he was playing with them was nothing compared to when he got hurt.
What was that record then, since you know so much?
Those are facts. I'll look it up for you.
So you don't know. All right, then. So I'm not going to believe your word, okay?
It's not about word. It's not about word.
I'm not going to believe your word.
If I'll take a time out and look it up.
Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do.
Okay. So I want to talk about LeBron James' legacy just a little bit more. We talk about LeBron James' legacy in terms of, in comparison to Michael Jordan, in terms of what Jordan had and what LeBron James didn't have, which was stable coaching. I guess
that's part of his own fault, though. Stable coaching. How you gonna have stable coaching when you leave a team every
2-3 years? He's saying I'm out.
Hold on, sir. I'm giving you the arguments for the LeBron James apologists, right? So this is their saying. He didn't have a great coach that was steadfast in his career. He didn't have great players. He had to put his players together, like Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant and Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, Ron Artest, Ron Harper. The list goes on and on. So these are the deflating characteristics of LeBron James' career in contrast to Michael Jordan that people talk about. Why LeBron did what he had to do, because he didn't have the stability like a Michael Jordan did.
But that's not true neither, though. When Michael Jordan was drafted, he didn't have that stability either.
He had Doug Collins as his coach, right?
Yes.
So according to the naysayers, Doug Collins was a quality coach. LeBron James came in with a rookie coach.
I believe that was Doug Collins' first time coaching. So I don't know what you mean by quality coach.
I'm giving you what people
are missing me with that. And if I remember correctly, Doug Collins was fired for Phil Jackson.
That's correct. That's correct. But
so how quality is he? And last time I checked, LeBron had Tyronn Lue, right? He had what's the black dude in Sacramento?
You got to ask about his name. Tells you a lot, right?
You're talking about
Brown.
Yeah, Brown, right?
Yeah.
And he also had Spoelstra. So all three coaches are doing exceptionally well at this moment. So is it their fault that LeBron left them? What was that?
Except he won chips with two of them, right? And you're saying they're doing exceptionally.
He won chips with all of them.
He didn't win with Brown.
What chip did he win with Brown?
Brown was in LA, wasn't he? He was in LA.
No.
He was assistant coach.
I think he was assistant coach, actually.
No, he was assistant coach for the Warriors.
For the Warriors?
Okay, okay. But that, so, you know, we need to talk about that, because did Michael Jordan make Phil Jackson, or Phil Jackson make Michael Jordan? Because they both
That's
did not.
disrespect. Don't say that.
I'm not even gonna go there. I believe Phil Jackson's a very good coach, and he
He was also a
definitely make
rookie
Michael
coach.
Jordan. Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan before Phil
Yeah,
Jackson
yeah.
got there.
Yeah. Now, to be honest with you, I think Phil did a better job. I think Phil did an unbelievable job with the Bulls, but I think I felt he elevated a GOAT type status with the Lakers, even though he did have 2 first ballot Hall of Famers. But it's not just about coaching X's and O's. You got to be able to
Like, we
manage
got 1
personality.
minute left.
Yeah, we got less than a minute left, guys. We'd like to bring it back up and ask more questions. Let me know if you guys are down for that. But listen, I want to end it right here until we till I send out the other link. So I'll see you guys soon.
Be right back, brother.
All right.